Okay, guys, I got a good one for you. This is amazing. Okay, Paul in Acts 17. So, what I really want to focus on is that he disputed with the Jews, right? He disputed with the Jews. And this disputing means to preach to and thoroughly discuss. So this is, I want you to listen to the whole thing and be persuaded. So it's to thoroughly discuss. So you don't interrupt someone, right, when they're making a point, right? Especially the man of God when he has a burden to get off that needs to be understood, right? So he would dispute. So dispute is not so much an argue. It really is dispute and argue, but it's not the way we think of it today. Like, it's not an argument. It's there. Let me read some of this. Okay, depending upon the translation, dispute and reason, like disputing, reasoning, and arguing. But it is basically God-fearing people, right? That were there. So it means to engage in back and forth discussion, weigh arguments, and present logical evidence. So this is not, so let me get into it right here, right? So let's get into a little bit of the situation in Acts 17. So he went to Athens. He was in Athens, which literally means it was a city founded by Athena, right? But it really is from the root atheos, which means not God or godless, without God. That's literally what the name of the town means. So he was stirred up about all this idolatry, right? The city was wholly given to idolatry. So he's trying to find some reasonably minded people there. And he disputed with them, right? But certain philosophers and Epicureans and Stoics encountered him, right? And, well, this Epicurean is taking pleasure in intellectualism, not sensualism, right? And then there was that was the opposite, right? They took pleasure in sensuality and physical pleasures, carnal pleasures, not intellectualism. So, what I would say here is the point is that the people have their little philosophies and stuff, right? That does not produce the righteousness of God, right? That's the point. It's empty philosophy, and it has no power. The word there, philosophy in the Greek, philosophers, is a thinker, a person who seeks wisdom. But understand this. This is the key thing to understand here in this situation. Okay. Just think about that for a second. A thinker and a person who seeks wisdom, not somebody who has it. So there were these people in Athens from all over the world that were there to hear something new, right? If you had the truth, understand something. If you had the truth and you were truly enlightened to the living God, why would you be looking to hear some new thing? Okay, that's the first part. Okay, now, so this is what doesn't make sense, right? This is what really logically doesn't make sense. That they literally are people that are wretched and lost and just come out of control, out of their mind. Really, to be honest. They do not have the truth. They're looking for the wisdom. They're thinking about it. They think that by thinking that they're going to get to this truth that they need to get to, right? But notice they want to know what these things mean. They're looking for something new, right? Watch out for these people. And these people are dangerous. Paul had it. Jesus and the resurrection now. So look, they said about Paul, this is the key, right? They said about Paul that they said, what will this, let's listen to what this babbler will say. We don't have anything else to do, right? So a babbler is a seed picker. Listen to this. A scavenger. A random seed picker. This is what a babbler means. When literally they are the ones that are scavengers and random seed pickers, right? Because they just told them themselves, saying, oh, we want to hear something new. We're looking for the truth, right? We're looking for wisdom. We're thinkers. See? And lifeless, spiritually dead, immoral people putting on this masquerade, this front, like they're philosophers and they're Epicureans and all this stuff. Amen. Let me tell you, this is powerful. This is powerful. Allow God to thoroughly discuss and present the evidence. Let me give you I could show you, you know what, I'm going to get my before and after pictures. I was hopelessly lost. I was lost in this world, right? In sin and everything you can imagine, all right? God's not done with me. I'm not perfect, but I am a million miles from where I came from, okay? You can feel the energy. You can feel the spirit by which I'm speaking to you. Understand, I have the truth, wisdom. You cannot think your way to it. All you have to do is receive the love of God, beloved, and say, thank you for this gift. It's a gift. You're not going to reason your way through it, but we use our reason because we use our logic. We use our understanding. We use the brain that God gave it to us. Amen. But it is a spiritual gift, beloved, that you receive within you. Receive it today. Amen.